name is Lawrence Ray, also known as LRW3, and this is The Rose Garden. Today, y'all already know who I got with me, man, but go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's going on? It's your favorite teddy bear,
11, man. Before we even get started, everybody that's seen you before, man. I know it's been a minute since we've seen you, but everybody know you are a talented musician. Before we get into that, though, let people know about 11 the person. Just give a little background.
I grew up in Fort Valley, Georgia, straight out of 478. R&B singer, songwriter, just going into everything. So
a little bit of ain't lying to talent, very talented. Now, I know we probably said it a long time ago on the podcast, but since it's about you, we're gonna run it back through. How long have you been making music?
I've been making music since about 2011, about summer 2011 when I first started. So I've been doing it for about 10 years.
What made you get into music at that point?
I always love music. I always love listening to music. I always love singing. I always love looking at the album book and looking at the names and seeing who wrote what, my favorite songs. So I think what really got me into it was being around my friends, being around my homeboy Nate. They called me Nate. He did the Nene song with me. I was hanging around him heavy and he was doing music, and I kind of was like, I want to ask him, but I don't want to come off as like I'm just hanging around you to do music.
Yeah,
but
you be that guy.
Yeah, but you're my friend and you do music, and I want to do this too. So I ended up linking up with my other homeboy J6. He was rapping, and we kind of got together. And I told him, I'm like, look, bro, I kind of like music. I want to sing. So he put me through what I call a boot camp. And one summer we just went at it and we just like recorded.
I like that. All right, you say you're gonna do it. We gonna do it now. We gonna half step with it.
Oh yeah.
So that's good, especially guys, because Nate was popping, man.
Oh yeah.
He's still talented, man.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely talented. So that's good that he took you under his wing. So let me ask you this: did you have, cause like your sound, for me, it give me like a church influence. Did you have like a church influence on that, or
no,
what?
Not really.
It might just be the soulful sound.
Yeah.
That might be it.
I never sung in the church choir.
I'd have bet everything in my account that you was in the church choir. I'm glad I didn't bet that. So, 11, rap name. Where's it come from? Was this your first ever rap name? Or
No.
Not rap name, your musician name.
Nah, for a long time when I first got with Nate was called Cool Boy Nate at one point, and everybody was cool boys in this little,
Mm-hmm.
And so I came up with the name Cool Boy Prime because I really like Optimus Prime.
Hey, don't Transformers, don't sue me.
Don't sue me, But then I got older, and like in a year I got older, and I said I'm just go by my middle name, which is Elevonn. And then I was using that for like maybe 4 or 5 years, and then I was like, I need to rebrand myself. I started coming out with more music and better music. So then I was like, I'm gonna do 11 because I was born in November. I'm gonna just put an E in front of Elevonn and just pronounce it 11.
That makes sense. I like that. I like when people have like a true reason behind their name. I asked a couple of rappers, hey man, I just want to be different. Like,
Right, yeah.
You just eaty meaty mighty know the name and then have like that. So talk to us about your first song, Yeah Man. You remember the name of it?
Ooh, Lord. All right, so the very first song I'm not even gonna talk about the stuff I did with J6 because that stuff is kind of, I ain't gonna worry about that. But the first song I did was Graduation with Nate, and it was on his mixtape at the time that was out. I can't remember the name of it.
How about the actual name of it?
So it's so far cool or
So Far Gone.
So Far Gone. So I can't remember the name of it, but it was.
What's the name? Was it around the Drake era when Drake had So Far Gone?
Yeah, it was.
Hey, that name, he didn't use the Drake beat, did he?
No.
Okay.
It's called I can't remember the name.
It's So Far Gone.
Is it So Far Gone?
Is it on any streaming
It's on
sites?
Hot New Hip Hop.
It's still on Hot New Hip Hop. That's the Chaz Lloyd off camera. That's
all right.
That's the chance. Hey, on another one. This ain't about him. We'll talk about that off camera. I'm about to get the whole other thing because we do a thing called the rap sheet too, and I think somebody sent the song before. I think Cam sent the song with him on it.
Okay.
That I like putting names and faces with names.
Yeah. But yeah, he let me get on that because he's like, you say you want to sing, we're gonna put you on this, and I got on that, and man, that first time I recorded was like. I was like, this kind of hard, but then I didn't have the tools sharpened. I was sitting there with a dull knife trying to stab somebody, and it wasn't working.
Yeah.
So I just kept coming back and getting better at it, and that was the first song I did. But the first song for myself I ever did was called Birthday Suit. And it was a pop song. It was extremely pop. And oh God,
I need to hit his birthday
no,
song.
you don't need to hear it. You don't need to hear it. It is no longer anywhere.
I need it.
No,
I need it.
no.
I completely understand because I remember, you know, like when you first start making music and you think everything you make is just crazy,
Yeah.
and then you listen back to it, you like, oh no, that ain't it. That ain't it. I took down all my old songs. And you cannot find them.
Man, it was extremely commercial. I'll say that.
I need it. I'm not taking no for an answer. Now, your first time making music, did you go to a studio or like were you doing it at home?
First time doing it was at Nate House. It was at Nate House, and then when I did Birthday Suit, me and J6, one of my cousins, her husband, he's like a businessman. He heard the music and was like, well, you know, we can make some money off this. So we created a label at the time called Savage Records. And that little era was like, but you live and you learn. And that Birthday Suit song, we ended up doing things that you're not supposed to do when it comes to music. Like we had a guy remake the beat, which a lot of people do. You're not supposed to do that, but we did. And we put it out and we recorded it. And the guy, his name was J Love. He did Go Big Girl, What You Gonna Do? He produced that. And he did some stuff for Kaya and all that. So we ended up getting in touch with him at his house. And he had like a little basement that was set up like a studio. And we recorded there and he mixed it. And God, it sounded horrible. It sounded horrible.
Oh man. So I know, you know, now of course, you know, if you go back 10 years, almost everything you make gonna sound horrible. But at that time, what was the reception on it?
Well, overseas it sold a lot. I'll say that. I think it was UK and Sweden. It sold pretty good.
I've always wondered how how do we get over there so easily? But we can't get it right here. But somehow Sweden loves this song. I never understood how that happened.
I never understood, but it came out in like December of 2012, I think. Mm-hmm. And by January of 2013, I was looking at the sales, and it sold like 50 copies overseas in total.
That's
and then in the United States, it sold like maybe 10. That was like family. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you live and you learn. You get better.
That's dope. So let me ask you this: what's your purpose for making music? I'm gonna leave that general, and I'm gonna ask a follow-up question. Okay. Just why you make music?
I make music because I love it. I love music. I love the creative process in music. I love hearing a beat, writing, making a story out of it. I'm a really good storyteller, and when I write music, everybody always say that they can picture themselves or they can picture the story being told. Or the video. A lot of times you can picture the music video how it's supposed to go.
Yeah, that's the fact. That's especially with your music. Like, we're gonna bring up your song. You already know I like your song. I'm gonna try and stay on topic of the questions. So, I know you do it for the love of it, but at this point in your career, you've been doing it 10 years. Are you still looking for the contract? Are you looking for mainstream success? What exactly are we doing it for? I mean, the love is always number one, but is there anything else on top of that?
I'm definitely looking for a contract. Somebody give me a contract. I'm signing. Not any contract though.
Yeah, you know I'm gonna ask the 360.
Yeah, you asked me more about the 360 thing.
But that's different though, because you know, especially recently, a lot of artists now saying I don't want the contract, I stay independent. But you sound like you want the contract.
I want the contract.
What's your mindset to that?
I feel like when it's a contract involved and you have a major backing, a lot of times, which I mean, I know for a lot of artists, it really don't work out. One of my favorite artists, Ro James, he's in a contract, and a lot of people don't know about him putting out his music. You know what I'm saying?
Putting it out for a minute. I just thought about it when you said it.
He put out something last year.
Yeah, it felt like a while.
Early last year.
He was hot for a minute.
He's with Boston now. So, which you would think, you know, being with them, you got Miguel and you got other people on that same, you know, label. They would push him the same way they pushed them, but I mean, I understand it's different. But I do feel like compared to, you know, somebody like me or any other R&B singer that's just now coming up, he has a lot more eyes on him because he's been in that spotlight. Mm-hmm. He has the backing to be on BET and MTV and at them award shows performing and Soul Train Awards. He can even get the nominations because he has that backing from a record label.
Yeah, it's easy to be seen. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm gonna argue this just because I gotta play devil's advocate though. Mm-hmm. There are some independent artists who get that same recognition.
Yeah, Don Rashad's one of them. Don, she be everywhere. She's everywhere. That's one of the ones I look at when it comes to independent artists and how to do it. She was with Did It Dirty Money, and then she ended up doing her own thing.
So I guess you're interested basically because it is a lot easier with the contract to get through the doors. I guess I want to get in, and then once you got in, what type of contract would you be looking for? A shorter deal, or are you looking for more security?
Like maybe a distribution deal.
Okay.
Something that helped me get the music out there.
Basically, something that introduced me to y'all. Then I got it from
then
here.
I got it from here. Let me
I like that. So talk to me about Vibe Ent, man. What's going on there?
Vibe Ent, man, that is the label that I'm under, that we all, me, the Chaz Louie, they call me Nate, Carl, which is...
So y'all just got a super team over
there.
Yeah,
we got a super team. We got our own little label. We're doing the thing, man. And
now is that, I know all y'all got a little label together. Are y'all signed to that? Is it like distribution? How do y'all have it like?
That's us. That's our thing.
Y'all doing everything. One stop shop.
Yeah, one stop shop.
Talk to me the beginnings of that. I know all y'all been friends for a long time, so I'm sure that had a part of it. But how did y'all decide we gonna put it together? We gonna name it? How did this come together like that?
So God, I gotta refresh my memory on that because it kind of popped up in a way. But we went to, I think it started when we went to Denver. We had a trip to Denver, right? Am I right, Chad?
Like right before.
It was right before, was it?
He sent us a text and was like, bro, we vibe now.
Yeah. So before we were still Club E in there, right? Before we were still Club E in there. We was our own label, Club E in there. Okay. Yeah, we were still Club E in there. He had moved out to Denver for a brief moment. And then me and the Chaz went out there to visit him because we ain't seen him in a while. He was out there for like a year. So we went out there, we recorded some music out there. The music we recorded out there, man, was just like God. We was we was in our bag out there. So
is that music out? Or
yes.
Not everything.
Not everything. Some of the stuff is out.
Is it under a project or is it just singles out?
So
compilation.
We're doing a compilation. His song Melanin was recorded in Denver. I had a song that didn't make the EP called Sorry that I recorded out there, and then we did a few more things like as the three of us together that it ain't out yet. It's probably gonna come out later this year. And after we left, he texted us and was like, "We changed the name, man. We vibe," because he made some good vibes out there, and he sent us a logo, and then ever since we just been vibe.
So how do y'all decide when to put the music out? I know you said y'all had the music for a while. Mm-hmm. What are y'all waiting to let that music out? Are we waiting? Are we doing a build up? We doing a rollout, or just what's the reason we're holding on to it?
With us, it's always timing. We kind of look at what music is at the moment, and does this artist's music fit with what's going on right now? Like with me, with More Than the Feeling, I wanted to wait till it got cold because it's been finished since August, and I was like, it ain't time yet for it. People ain't. This is dark. This is kind of, what I'm saying. So
that vibe yet.
Yeah, it ain't that vibe yet. Exactly. I like how you did that. But we really wait on timing. Like it's got to be the perfect time because all artists know, like, if you drop something at the wrong time, people ain't going.
That you wish a lot of artists don't realize you could have a hit at the wrong time.
Yep.
You could have the summertime smash and drop it in the winter and it does nothing.
Exactly.
So yeah, that timing is that is like a loss. That is one of the most important things that every artist doesn't have for some reason though. You gotta know when to drop it, man, or it's wasted effort. Man, one question I'm gonna ask, you got like a super team, man. So for people I know this about you, but we'd be wrong if we ain't talk about your people on your team. We all know your style. You R&B. Talk to us about the members of what's their style, because I know everybody's kind of different.
So they call me Nate. He's like a surprise bag. You don't know what you're gonna get from him. He sings too. He raps. I mean, he can out rap some good folks on some tracks, man.
Boy, cold. I get him.
Yeah. So you got him. He's kind of like the jack of all trades. You got Michael Banks. He is like a Tank type R&B style. I'm actually helping him out, writing with him on his project, so I'm getting my feet wet on the writing part.
Does he have any songs out?
He got some stuff out.
I'm gonna put you on the spot. And if you don't know, we'll edit it out so he don't know. What would be one good song?
God.
If we had one time to listen to one song from him.
His stuff is good. I'll say that. I can't, because his stuff is good, so I can't.
I like that roundabout answer.
I can't really give you a song.
Just look him up and you'll
look
find
him up. The boy code. Like I said, he like a tank singer. So that's soul church.
Yeah, that's why when you say that, I need to hear a song. What song I need to hear? I'll get a song from you afterwards.
Yeah,
I need to hear something from him.
You got the Chaz Louis here. He is like also kind of in a way like me.
I've heard one song from the chat, like I said, because I remember that name from when we did a review. I liked him on that, but I think the song he did, it was the one I heard him on with Rashad Young. It was like, it was more like they were remixing another type of song. So yeah, I want to hear something else from him. I like what I heard, but I don't think that was his style because they were clearly following like a pattern on that song.
Yeah. He gives you real soft, sultry, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna put
like
you on the spot. What's one song?
One song. Ooh, we were just listening to something that he ain't dropped yet. That I'm like,
see, I'm tired of Vibe.
Cause look, man.
No, I'm tired of Vibe loving to play these songs that's unreleased, man.
It's coming soon. It's coming
So
soon.
you told me that on the last podcast, and we 6 months later, and I never got it. So hey,
But if you want something that is out, I would personally give you Melanin. Cause that's one of my favorite songs. Also, with me on my project. Thank you, good Lord. On my project, he's on a song called "Adore You." And
see, but they watching this already because they love you. They gonna watch. They gonna come listen to you anyway. So this is where we don't need. They gonna hear him anyway on your song. What's his song? They need to go listen to.
Definitely check out Melanin. I'll say that.
Now I really like the vibe from Vibe. Y'all clearly support each other. Y'all all talented. Let me ask you this though, because we've seen him before with such talent on one like roster. How do you think that's going to change things as y'all grow and start getting that recognition you all already deserve? Do you think that's going to start causing because we've seen it every time people grow up friends. Now all of a sudden somebody getting a little shine and everybody else starting to feel away.
I'm gonna come back to that, and also I can't forget about Carl, Trill, aka Trill the Fool. He's on there. He's
on it too.
He the boy. He listen. I know you say you freestyle. Okay,
Be that deal.
he can freestyle about anything in his room, and it's gonna slap every single time.
I need to hear him.
Every single time, and he's on the Another You remix.
See, one thing about Vibe I'm gonna give, because everybody I heard from Vibe I like. You know, you hear some people say, "My man cold," then the man don't be cold.
Yeah.
But like I done heard a few times. Like, let's be real. Like if my man fire, man, he don't be fired.
Yeah.
But like with you. Everybody, let me hear from Vibe, legit been fired. So now when you say, nah, he cold, I want to hear him now. I give benefit of the doubt because you done earned that. So I definitely got to hear. If you say he fired, until I hear something that say differently, he fired.
Like I say, when y'all listen to the Another You remix, he is at the last, he's at the end.
It's Another You remix?
It's a remix.
Oh, no, I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired of you. How you know Another You? That's legit like a song. Like, no, when I told you I wrote that song, it's legit downloaded on my phone. So when I say I rock with it, I rock with it. So how do I not know there's Another You remix?
It was on the album, man. We wanted that to be a surprise, like for the album. And that features Papi Milato, J6, and Trill the Fool. And that, when I tell you they did their thing on that remix, bro, they did their thing on that remix.
I'm about to cut this interview. You telling me there's been a whole? I mean, I listen to that still, bro. Like I went from listening to it every day. I ain't gonna lie, I still listen to it every day. It's at this point, it's probably like every 3 days. But it's still in the rotation. Like, but nah, that's dope. And that's honestly one of the next question I had, man. We talked about this off camera, so I'm glad this came. I was made aware after these questions were formulated that you already know I like one of your songs, Another You. And you told me you had a project on the way. I guess now I know where the project's at.
It came out December 20th.
December 20th.
December 30th it came out. It came out December 30th. And
just for reference real quick, it is now January 20th. Last time I saw him, he told me he was gonna let me know when this dropped. I am now a month after the release, and I'm finding out right now that he has a whole tape that's been out.
Yeah, hey man, I was telling you, bro, my bad, man. It's a lot been going on.
You know, I've been waiting. I mean, you know me, I keep it real. Like, I tell a lot of artists who, I talk to a lot of people, a lot of musicians. They say, bro, I got my tape on the way. You know me. I'm gonna check it out for you. You know, I might click on and get you. I'm gonna get you at least one listen. I ain't gonna listen to the whole thing.
Right.
You one of the legit artists. When I said, bro, I'm waiting to hear it. That's crazy because the ones I don't want to hear be the first ones that, hey, bro, here you go, it's here. Now I gotta pretend, hey, man, it's crazy.
Right.
I've been saying, wait. I'm like, he said he coming. I ain't gonna bother him about it.
Cause I've been promoting it like heavy on everything. I thought you would have seen it, like be promoting it on everything.
I don't know how I had not seen it, man. I seen one. I seen one video. I think it was like a promotion video. Y'all was still in the studio.
Yeah.
But it take one out. Yeah, sounds like he started promo up, so it's coming soon.
Yeah.
Then I saw nothing else, so I just got it one out.
So what happened with that? I was finishing it up. I had went back and tweaked a couple songs, and then I ended up adding a song, and I was like, okay, so now I'm gonna have to push it back because I think at that time I was thinking about October something for it to come out. I think late October, and then it got pushed back again because it didn't get cold yet. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to get cold, so it got cold in December, and I was like, all right, project got to come out. And then Nate was like, hey, bro, your project got to come out like before the year over with. And I was like, December 30th sound good. That's one day before the end of the year. He's like, cool, we're going to do December 30th. So we did December 30th. It came out, had a small little listening party at the studio.
Bro, I didn't even get an invite to the listening. Oh my! We about to shut this down.
It wasn't that big. It was a small little thing. Well, actually, no, it was at my sister's. I had a little small.
Now I ain't gonna toot my own horn here, man. But clearly, you know, I got a little podcast.
Yeah.
You know, my podcast. I'm gonna be modest and say it averages anywhere from 7,000 to 10,000 views anytime I post a video. You know, I like your music.
Yeah.
You know, I got people watching me.
Yeah.
You know, I've been waiting to hear your tape. And I'm just saying, from a strategic standpoint,
I dropped the ball on that.
You ain't think it might have been worth calling somebody?
I'm Nelson Aguilar right now. I dropped the ball. My bad.
Hey man, I'm a little offended right now, man. So, what's the name of the project though?
It's called More Than a Feeling.
More Than a Feeling. What's the top 3 songs on there?
Oh God, hey, you put me on the spot on that.
You had a month since it came out to really take it in, unlike me. So you should know these top 3 songs.
They're all like my babies. You know what I'm saying? And do you mean like top 3 as in selling right now, or what I think, what I like?
See, I don't like to judge music by what's selling, because what's selling doesn't mean it's the best. It's just what's popular. So I'm gonna say we got somebody, they want to hear your whole tape, but they ain't got time. They really only got time to hear 3 songs. What songs are you pulling off your tape?
Went Wrong, IDGAF. Let me see. Ooh, the third. Adore You. I'll say those 3.
Now, what's your personal favorite song on there?
Oh man. God.
Is Another You on there?
Another You's on there.
The remix or the original?
Both of them on there. It's 7 songs, 20 minutes. 20 minutes out your day. You know what I'm saying? That's a good little commute to work.
Yes.
But my personal favorite is like a 3-way tie between Went Wrong, Breakup, which is Breakup is like it gives you a throwback to 2008 dream type music. It has that vibe. And Adore You. Adore You is a cold track, man.
You got any more visuals out? 'Cause I know the last video you put out was crazy.
Not right now. I got this little like studio performance thing for IDGAF. That's out. That's on my Instagram page. But I'm definitely gonna put that out on my YouTube.
That's dope. And it's on all streaming sites, right?
Everything with whatever you got. Amazon Music, Tidal, Apple Music, Spotify, all of it.
Now, for the people who looking and want to search you, because your name's 11, but it's not spelled 11. So
Right.
just in case they look you up and they can't find, because the first time I ain't gonna lie, first time I tried to search you, I could not find you.
Right.
So people like me, how do they spell the name just to make sure they find you?
ELEVONN.
Alright, perfect. So we got this tape going out. Is there any other tapes planned as far as for yourself coming up soon? Any in the works?
Yeah, definitely. It's one in the works right now. I got a song in the chamber, man, that was co-wrote by Nate himself. They call me Nate. That song, man, woo! I ain't gonna give you the name of it, but listen, it definitely gives you real good Rojaine vibe and good soulful energy on that one.
I like that.
That's the one.
So we got a tape coming shortly. What about I'm gonna put you on the spot. You may not have it all planned out yet, but next few years, what's the goal of the next few years?
The next few years to get signed, man. That's the next goal. Next few years, man. I'm trying to get out there, get a larger audience. Also, like I said, I'm dipping my toes. I ain't gonna say toe, but my toes in writing. So I'm trying to write for people. Whichever a label tell me to do first, if they were like, we want you to write for an artist, I'll take that. You know what I'm saying? If they want me to be an artist, I'll take that too. I'll even be a writer first and then transition into an artist.
A lot of people do that though, for real.
Yeah.
A lot of people, for you even ever hear them, you think they brand new. They've been writing behind the scenes 10 plus years or something like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now let me ask. I'm gonna ask you this generally, and then I'm gonna ask you about your take specifically. Just you as an artist, where would you feel is the best place to listen to your music generally?
In the car.
And you got the in the car vibe, late night vibes,
late night. Either way, in the car, late night. When I write, it sounds weird, but when I write, I'm in the car. Like I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing this, but like I'm good at remembering what I said when I was singing. So. I'll be driving, listening to beats, and then I'll say something like, ooh, I like that, I'm gonna repeat it. And then when I get home, I'll open up my MacBook, go to GarageBand and do a rough little recording, and then we in there.
So what this project itself, is it the same in the car vibes, or like where should the project be played itself?
Well, you can play it in the car, which is my favorite place to listen to it. You can listen to it at the house. You can even listen to the bedroom if you want to.
And that another you, that give me the vibes after a good day with your girl, man. Y'all headed to the crib, you throw that on, man. Y'all keep the vibe going, man. I gotta hear this. I'm mad, man. I'm about to cancel this interview, man, and listen to this project, man. So, if you could collaborate with any artist outside of Vibe Ent, we already know y'all a super team, so I'm not gonna let you cheat and say one of them. Anybody outside of the group, who would it be? It could be, well, I'm gonna split this up. One mainstream, one local.
One mainstream, one local. One local would be Chino. I'll say that. I definitely would
Chino
love.
Capping? Or?
Yeah, I definitely love to work with him and get some good vibes with him. Had him doing some singing. You know what I'm saying?
What's the song? I heard that name. What's the song by Chino?
Out the Blue. Out the Blue is one of my favorite songs by him.
Where is he from? Is he from Macon?
From Fort Valley.
Oh, Fort Valley. Oh,
Yeah, from Fort Valley.
I'm trying to take one of y'all people.
Home
Yeah, I'm trying to take one of y'all. My bad, Fort Valley. No disrespect. Who's from? If somebody else, I know from Macon for some reason. Maybe I'm thinking it's another person. Mike, I don't know, man. I deal with a lot of artists, man. I don't know why I thought you was Macon.
But yeah, him, and then mainstream. Ooh, man, there's a lot of people I want to work with mainstream. I definitely love a track for Dream, man. That's like one of my idols.
I like that.
Definitely want to.
I like when people say somebody mainstream who actually fits them. 'Cause usually I ask that question, artists love to tell, I'm gonna get Drake. Yeah, I mean Drake gonna make you hot, but like that ain't gonna be your best song.
Nah.
But like you and Dream, I feel like that flows, man. I like that.
It's some tracks that ain't never came out that I heard about Dream, and I'm like, but if I ever get in the studio with him, I'm like, hey bro, listen, I need a couple of these tracks that ain't never came out that I heard on YouTube. I need you to give me them.
Now, I'm gonna ask you a general question as somebody, like you said, you plan to be involved in the industry moving forward. Now the industry is different. You know, before, and you still want a contract, which is dope, but you know, back in the day, you couldn't get through the door unless you had the machine behind you. You needed the radio spins, you needed the label to push you. Nowadays, you don't necessarily need that. What do you think the music industry is going to continue to go? You think it's going to be more and more? It goes from actual contracts to just strictly distribution deals, or what do you see it going?
I always think the music industry does this pendulum thing when it swings one way and then goes back another. So I think when labels realize they're losing money and a lot of artists aren't really signing no more, you know, and I think the pendulum will change to where they end up becoming more. Let's see what artists really want, which they kind of know what artists want. They don't want to get screwed over by their labels, you know what I'm saying? Which is why a lot of artists end up being, independent anyway. But they go, let's see what artists really want. But I also think that comes with a price because you won't see as many new artists as we're seeing now. I think a lot more they're going to gatekeep signing people.
And I agree with that. I think now you're going to get less and less of the mega stars, but you're going to get more of the mid-tier stars because everybody can kind of get themselves to a certain level. I'm seeing now, so you're going to get a lot more of those, and maybe you don't get as many of the 10, 15 year stay forever Drake, Jay-Z's, but you're going to get a lot more people at least in the door. So until the label changes and stops, they're going to have to figure out some way, like I said, make people want to sign again. They have to change the contracts up. do something, get more guarantees. And eventually, the labels, like you said, they've been around too long. They're gonna find a way to get you back signed.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So let me put you on the spot again. We talked about who would you collaborate locally. We took Vibe Ent out. So this next question, Vibe Ent does not count. You can't say them. Who are some of your favorite local artists? Like I said, that are not associated with you.
All right. Chino's one of them, definitely for sure. I got it. You know, that's Folk Melody, man. Let's see. J6, I give you J6. He affiliated with me, but he ain't
cheating
vibe
right now.
And then, you know, Cap is a new dude out, man. He just started rapping. And, you know, we ain't got nothing together. You know, we never worked together, but I know him. You know what I'm saying? He just started. And the boy's Cole, he's definitely like a junior J. Cole. So, Cap, let me think.
Y'all got a legit scene out there in Fort Valley, though. Y'all got some talent out there for real,
yeah,
man.
For sure.
But I ain't gonna put you on the spot. That's all you know. That's all you know, man. If they call you, if they watch you, be like, man, you could have said me, man. Hey, just tell them you tried.
I tried.
You can blame it on me. Tell them I edited their name. Now, you've been, like I said, you've been in the music business for a while. We're winding down on the questions. What would you say now, being a 10-year vet in the game, that you would have told yourself when you first started?
Practice. Definitely practice. Everything that is happening now to you could have been done sooner if you just sit down and practice. And it took me 4 to 5 years of practicing and just singing and practicing to get to where I am now, to feel like, you know what I'm saying, I'm big dog, I can flex my guns and talk my crap, you know what I'm saying? So, but definitely, I tell young dude, hey bro, practice.
That's dope. I like that. Great advice. So, what's the plans? I mean, we already know you got projects coming up soon. Do we got any shows planned? Do we got any other any place you plan to be? Just what's coming up with you soon that people need to know about?
Right now, I don't have any shows planned. You know, COVID kind of creeping back up there, so I try to stay safe. But music video definitely for the next single, which is Went Wrong. And helping my bros with writing. You know what I'm saying? If they need some bars, they need some lines here, there, or a hook, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get my pen right, and working on the next project.
I like that. So, I mean, since it's all Vibe Ent, does any announcements you need to make on behalf of the team? What eyes on you?
Do we? I know. They call me Nate. He's supposed to be dropping a project, Flowers. I can't remember the date, but I don't think he has a date yet. But I know he's dropping. The Chaz Louis he's working on something. He's finishing that up.
No, it's finished. It's been a drop.
He's
Hey,
dropping.
don't do what he do, man. I need to know when you drop, man.
So the Chaz Louis, and then Mike Banks.
I need the date out.
Michael Banks, he is, we reintroducing him. We kind of helping him out. We branding him. So we getting his project together. We still in the process of working with that. We trying to be done by next month. We don't promise us on that, but we trying to be done by next month. So we helping him out. Anybody else? Is Trill the Fool dropping anything?
Everybody finna drop. Bro.
Everybody finna drop?
Everybody
So
finna drop.
we all reloading right now. We got a full clip and we about to empty the mag. So
Let me ask you this: do y'all separate y'all drops, or do y'all all drop around the same time?
we separate.
I was
We
gonna
definitely
say, you don't
separate.
want to like take somebody else shine trying to drop too soon.
Okay.
All right, perfect. Anything else you want to say? Anything like that?
Make sure y'all go and stream More Than a Feeling. It's out everywhere on all streaming platforms. Follow me on Instagram, social media at official11. I love y'all.
That's a fact. So this here, you know, the Rose Garden we see here, make sure you know you're appreciated, give you well-deserved acknowledgement, because you really are out here, not just you, your team, super team, like I keep saying, talented people. But you know how every episode of the Rose Garden ends. We sat here, gave you your flowers, so I need you to tell somebody not associated with Vibe Ent, somebody you just see out here working and passing, that you acknowledge what they're doing and make sure that they get their flowers while we end this in the Rose Garden.
Shout out to BG, you doing your thing, bro. Keep doing it, keep going. Shout out to shout out to my boy Cap for dropping his project. Shout out to Wordplay, our Wordplay. He's the guy that mixed and mastered my whole project and recorded the whole project at his studio, the Vibe Studios, Vibe House Studios. So shout out to him definitely appreciate you, brother. I know I tell you all the time I appreciate you, but I definitely appreciate you, man.
Quick question: do y'all collaborate with people outside of Vibe?
Yeah.
I guess I should have known that because I know he had a song with somebody else. I just asked that and said, yeah, I heard a song.
It's just me that don't really collaborate with a lot of people, and it's not for no reason. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't ask. You know, I guess a lot of people don't feel like they can ask, but you can definitely ask. You want a feature from me? Hit me up. I do it.
He's talented. I see a lot of people getting other features that they shouldn't be getting. This is a feature you need.
Yes.
Call him.
Just don't be, listen, man. They call me Captain Hook.
We definitely bring the vibes, man. You sure you ain't got nothing else to say before we close this thing up?
I'll be good.
All right, if you're good to go, my name is Lawrence Ray, and this was the Rose Garden.